Hey guys, so we're back with another episode of Taco Imposters. I just had something here for the thing for the beginning. Let's get right into it if I can get right back into it. Big see events in 2006. Let's see what we got. Sa- Sago mine disaster. McCartney Mills separate. Enron trial. Owl World Cup finals. Oh yeah, that was the one that Italy won. Is that right? Am I, if I'm not, if I am correct as to assume that that's the one that Italy won, the World Cup Italy won. I watched that cup, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm trying to remember now. Yes, I did. 12 die inside your mind. Okay, use this link below or to the right. Look back. Okay, what are they? Anything? Is there anything here? I guess not. Whatever. Some good stuff here, I guess. Santiago Chile stuff. 10 big events that opened. 10 big news stories that happened in 2003. A whale takes a dip in the river Thames in London. Oh yeah. It's the whole thing of like, whoa, he did what now? Mumbai train bombings leave 209 dead. Wow, that's a lot. Pluto is downgraded from a planet to a dwarf planet. And the picture, I like the picture here. Look, the picture's just look. Wait, our focuses. Can I focus? Where's my focus going? Okay, focus. Focus. It's gonna be a focus now. Well, I have a focus right now. Come on, focus. There you go. Right? So it's like, look, see, it's a dwarf planet, and so it's like all the planets, and then Pluto's just like, we're right there, right there. Pluto's like, it's funny. It's anyway. Austin girl escapes from kidnapper's house after 8 years. Hype ensues around the film Borat. Oh my god, I remember. Oh whoa, that's not what's called now. It's not in focus anymore. Yeah, Borat was really controversial movie for just being like a weird, like, whoa, no, Iraq dictator Saddam Hussein is executed. That's a good graphic picture. Women with the first face transplant is spotted in public. Oh yeah, there was like a face transplant where like, wasn't that because she was attacked by a monkey or something? Appeared. Whoa. Wow, the world's first partial face transplant on a living human happened on 2005. November 23rd, 2005, the patient, Isabel Donor, appeared in public in early 2006 for a media conference with her new face. She underwent surgery to replace her nose, mouth, and chin, which had been mauled by her dog. Oh, I know that there was one recently, like 2000, within the last 10 years, where it was what's her name? Where it was because of a monkey. Because a monkey mauled her face off because she had a pet monkey, and it's like, yeah, and the pet monkey ate your face off basically. It's like, oh, that's not good. Italy wins the world 2006 World Cup in Germany. Oh, that was in Germany. I didn't remember that. YouTube purchases. Yeah, sorry, Google purchases YouTube for, guess how much they paid? 1.65 billion dollars. That's nothing compared to things like, didn't Disney buy Fox for like a couple of 100 billion, like 100 billion or something, or 30 billion, something like 50 billion? Bird flu discovered in Scotland, something like that. Okay, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. So now we're gonna go to 2006. We'll go to 2006 and we'll see which one. Nelly Furtado, Promiscuous. It's this song right here. Apparently, it's called Nelly Furtado Promiscuous. Come on.
Feeling that you're giving really drives me crazy. You don't have a player about the choke. I was at a loaf of word first time that we spoke. You're looking for a girl that'll treat you right. You're looking for in the daytime. town with the light. You might be the type if I play my cards right. I'll find out by the end of the night. You expect me to just let you hit it, but will you still respect me if you get it? All like a chivalry is dead, but you're still kinda cute. Hey, I can't keep my mind off. I want you on my team. So does everybody else. Baby, we can keep it on the low. Let your guard down, ain't nobody got it on. If you would.
Featuring Timbaland. Whoever Timbaland is, I guess it's a black guy. So I guess it's this black guy. Is Timbaland the black guy in that picture? I don't know. Ah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Okay, where's the 50 top movies or whatever the IMDb one? 50 movies. Here we go. We'll go for the top 10. I gotta look at the. We're gonna skip quickly. Okay, come on. Come on. And 10. So we're gonna go to top 10. So now go back. Black Book, Children of Mine, The Last King of Scotland, Apocalypto, Volver. Whoa, Volver, The Prestige, United 93, The Departed, Pan's Labyrinth, and then Peter Pan, and Little Miss Sunshine. Little Miss Sunshine's the one that most is the top grossing films. Top 50 movies, 2006. Okay. No, I don't know. Little Children. I don't know. Is anything good in here? Babel, Notes, Blood, Demon, Devil Wears Prada. I know people who like that movie. Casino Royale. I've never seen a single James Bond movie through and through. Never. Which is fine. I don't really care. But it's just like you have never seen one. It's like yeah. Okay, Over the Hedge. Never seen it. I hear really weird things about it. As in like it's a fine movie, but it's no like. And then pick a good movie. You know. It's no Shrek. It's no How to Train Your Dragon. It's no Rio. You know those kind of movies. You know, because it's by the same guys, I believe. DreamWorks. Yeah, yeah, DreamWorks. Okay. Then there's Happy Feet, which is I think also DreamWorks. Is it also DreamWorks? Who did Happy Feet? Let's go. Oh, The Holiday. Who did? Wait. That was a good movie, but who did this? Oh, come on. Really? They don't have one Oscar. Nah, they don't tell me where it is. Anyway, I saw The Holiday. If you've seen what's it called? The heck's that guy's name? The I don't know his name, but if you've seen Harry Potter and the oh gosh, Harry Potter, but it's the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them series. In the second one, there's the guy who plays Dumbledore is in this movie, and I don't know, I don't care. I saw him first in Holiday because it was one of those weird things that like you put on because you were like, oh, look at this movie. It's on. It was on like whatever it was, freaking um W Network or whatever. Their online W Network. Oh my god. Okay, I saw it a long time ago. I don't even know if I saw the full thing. That's called Black Sheep. But the one under it is Monster House. I saw it a long time ago. Okay, I gotta talk about this movie. Okay, I found the movie to talk about. But Monster House is pretty good. Arthur and the Invisibles, never seen it. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. I don't know. It's the first one. Okay. This movie, I gotta talk about this movie. Okay. It's called Man of the Year. Okay, and it's basically Donald Trump before Donald Trump. And I'm not gonna go put all political on you. Go politics. I don't think the man's a horrible human being. A lot of people do. I think he's a fine president. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, it's Robin Williams. I think it's Louis Black, Christopher Walken, and a few other people, women and whatnot. That I cannot tell you. But anyway, that movie, okay, it's not a bad movie if you're coming into it with this like mentality. If it's going to be different, but if you're not, you're going to go, whoa, this is strange. Whoa, this is bizarre. But anyway, because basically what he does is what Robin Williams does is he's a late night talk show host who happens to run for president. So it'd be like saying Conan O'Brien or Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon or David Letterman or Jay Leno or those kind of people decided, or James Corden or whatever the other guy, Scottish guy, decides, oh, I'm going to run for president, which it would be like that kind of thing, or like Ellen DeGeneres, or like who else, like those kind of like daytime talk show hosts or late night talk show hosts. Doesn't matter. He's a late night talk show host, and he's like a comedian and or he's a comedian and a talk show host, something like that. He's I think he's a talk show host anyway, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just read the synopsis. Right now, I'm read the synopsis of this movie. A comedian who hosts news stories program. Oh no, no, it would be more like John. Um, what's that guy's name? Is John Stewart? Yeah, I think so. Or Trevor Noah, or those kind of people went. Okay, so it's more like if those kind of people went became president. Okay, so it'd be like Trevor Noah running for president. Okay. Anyway, not the point. So he starts to run for president, but he gets the same kind of criticism that the other guys go. You're way too like upfront and like, look what I've done. Grab him by the. It's like, whoa, calm down. Like he's like, I play with myself and grab him by the hoo haws. I've had some people escorts. It's like, whoa, we don't need to know that. It's too much information. TMI, too much information. But they're like, but he's real. That's what people have. What happened? He's real. Oh, Jeff Goldblum was also in it. He was like the analyst of like whatever. Anyway, like he was in it. It's like so they're in it. It's like whoa. So he's like anyway. So basically, what happens in that movie is it's all 100% electronic voting, and I saw that and went, that's the stupidest thing you could ever do. It's the stupidest idea ever, ever. And it's like it's not that bad. It's like no, but really, you're gonna go 100%, 100% um electronic? That's stupid. That's not gonna work. You need a backup somewhere. Like if we ever went 100% what's it called for um voting, we'd have to do it with some kind of physical backup. Like write it down, like click your little button and have like your piece of paper. Because you would never, and I repeat, never be able to pull it off and not have someone say we were hacked. Well, the Russians hacked us. That's why you won. Oh, the Chinese hacked us. That's why we won. Oh, the North Koreans hacked us. That's why we won. Oh, the pick a country that doesn't really like us or is a dictatorship kind of way or dictatorship slash communist, and you'll have people go, oh, they hacked us, so that's why he won. Oh, that person right there, he's only president because he got hacked because we got hacked. Because basically what happens in that movie is they get hacked, and Robin Williams becomes president. But Robin Williams wasn't supposed to be president. Somebody else was supposed to be president, but because they got hacked, so basically there's a part where like he's sitting on a landing, looking down at like people, Jeff Goldblum's character, and Jeff Goldblum's character basically figures out that okay, we've been hacked, and he looks at it and he goes, we gotta tell people. And they're being chased too. The president's being chased because the president's not liked at all. He's literally being chased to the point of like, we're gonna assassinate you, we're gonna kill you. Wow, okay, this is literally what people want to do with Donald Trump. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not saying it's a great movie, but it's such a weird like, whoa, man, that's very bizarre. A very, very bizarre movie. Which is fine, but like it's a good movie because you're like, wow. Because the other candidates were like normal, everyday, like everyday men candidates. Oh yeah, look at me, I'm great. Look at me, I do this. Look at me, and then he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of radical things, bro. A lot of radical. Well, he doesn't say a lot of radical things, but he does say a few radical things where people are like, whoa, wait a second, huh? What? So we're just like, yeah, wait, whoa, and then you got the people who are like, yo, man, that's a great idea, do it, bro, it's fantastic. And we're like, whoa, calm down. And then it's like, yeah, and then he starts being very real, being like, no, I did a lot of stupid things. I woohooed myself. I blew a bunch of people. I flip a dip doob doos. And he starts like swearing and doing a lot of things. And it's like, whoa, you can't be doing this. And his like whole campaign team's like, this is working. Keep it up. At least it's working. Keep it up. So anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I was like, wow. Not that you should do that, but I'm just saying like it's a bizarre way of doing it, if you want to be honest with you. But it's not bad. It's very good in terms of like, look at me, I'm real. Unlike you people who think you're freaking saints and you're like, look at me, I've done nothing wrong in my life. I'm a perfect human being. I've I've never committed a single sin whatsoever. I'm a absolutely perfect human being. And then they're like, and he's like, no, you're not. No, you're not, because if I've done this, you've done just as bad, if not worse. So shut your freaking mouth, people. Shut your mouth. And they're like, What are you talking about? Of course I've never done this stuff. I'm not stupid. No, you've just never done this. You've just done this stuff and never told anybody you've done this stuff. But we just have not found that yet. If that movie came out today, you'd have the same thing, but you'd have everybody go, yeah, but what's your Twitter say? What's your Facebook say? What's your Instagram say? Have you said some racist comments, some racist, sexist, Islamophobic, xenophobic, homophobic, anti-Semitic, or bigotry comments? Yeah, we'll find it. So that's the thing. That's the difference. If it came out today, but it was because it was very technology oriented, but they just didn't do that. They weren't like, yeah, yeah, because that movie came out in 2006, but when? Like, I'm like, when did it come out? 2006, dum dum. Came out in, is there a date? Whatever. But the people in it are like, see, um, Robin Williams, Christopher Walken, Laura Linney. It is Louis Black. I knew it. Jeff Goldblum, David Alpay, Faith Daniels, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Doug Murray. Well, that guy, I know that guy. Chris Matthews, or Matthew, I don't know. James Carville, Catherine Clifford? I don't know. Rick Roberts, Karen Hintz. Yeah, I mean, it's a good lineup of people. So anyway, yeah, it's a very bizarre movie. So, but if you like political, like, if you want to see basically Donald Trump before Donald Trump, watch this movie, Man of the Year, because it's such a good. I have it on DVD, so watch it. It's a good movie. It's a very good like. It's on like probably streaming services somewhere. If you really want to watch it, get Showbox on like an Android or something, and be like done with it forever. Download Showbox app. It's not an app really, it's an APK. But anyway, and you can find it there. But anyway, so watch it if you like it. So that's the movie of 2006. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. If you like that, it's a good movie. If you want to see Trump before Trump, it's a good movie. But yeah. So let me talk about the next thing, which is the movie I saw 2 days ago. I saw it on Sunday night. Well, because I found out that there's a something called the Montreal Cinema Club. I was like, whoa, that's cool. And I was kind of too late for the first movie I wanted to see, which was Hunchback of Notre Dame. I was like, the black and white silent, or not, I don't know if it's black and white, but it's a silent film. They were going to play it at where my mom works, because where my mom works is connected to a church, physically connected to a church, and so that is just like the church. It was going to be, or in the church, they were going to show it on 16 millimeter, and it was going to be uh that one with live band because there's no music, so it's silent, so it's live band. But that's not the movie I'm talking about. I'm talking about the second movie that they showed again 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, yeah, and it was called um Interview with the Vampire. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a really bizarre movie, but it's so good. Premise is guy. This is 1700s. So I know the reason they were showing it was because it's the 25th anniversary. So came out November 9th, 2000 and oh sorry 1994. Anyway, so premise is so it stars um Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, Antonio Banderas, d- uh, Kristen Dunst. Let me see it. Whoa, no, no, not two eyes. What's he? E. There you go. Let's go. So, interview with the whatever. So yeah. So it's all those people. Uh, um, Brad Pitt's character. Okay. Brad Pitt's character basically is like he's a plantation owner, right? So he owns lots of slaves in the 1700s, right? And his wife and child dies of childbirth. Interview with the vampire. So you can go to IMDb page on it. So I want the IMDb. IMDb. No, not there. IMDb. No, the IMDb. IMDb. There you go. So I like. A lot of people said that he was is droning and boring. What's his name? But Tom Cruise. No, not Tom Cruise. Brad Pitt. But hey, so yeah. So basically, it's kind of he's got a plantain owner, and his wife and child die, and he's like, "There's no point in living anymore." Okay, it's just ridiculously stupid and stupid. Basically, it's like, why would I ever want to do anything, right? It's dumb and stupid and wasted my life. So basically, what happens is he lives for a while, going, "What the hell is the point of life, right? What the heck's the point of life, right?" Which is wow, which is fine, but he's just so depressed. He's like, "Ugh, what's the point, man? Oh no, what's the point?" Whatever. So Chris, Kristen, Christian, is it Chris? Is that Christian Slater? Is that his name? What's his full? Yeah, it is Christian Slater. Oh. Anyway, I've seen him in a few things actually. Now that I think about it, I've got to have seen him in a few things. Anyway, story. Okay, so anyway, so he dies, and he's like, "Oh no, oh damn, oh no." So he's like, "Life's a bunch of hooey, right?" Sorry, I'm just reading something like, "Whoa." I just went like, "Whoa." Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Dead air. Sorry. Yeah. So basically, what happens is he's like living life, and he's like, "Okay, like, his life sucks." And then Tom Cruise comes along, who's a vampire, and goes, invites him, right? And goes, "I'm gonna give you the choice that I was never given," because he wants to die, right? But nobody would kill him, and he's like, "You'd kill me. There's no point in living." Whatever. And so he's like, "Okay, look, I'll give you the choice that I was never given. You can either die or live forever." And he kind of takes the live forever thing, and he's like, "Okay, but he goes, I can give you a life with purpose. I will give you the choice I was never given. You can either live or die." And he's like, "Live forever with purpose or die." And he goes, "I'll take the live forever with purpose." And he goes, "Okay." He takes the live forever and purpose, and really quickly realizes, I didn't want to be a vampire. Like almost immediately, by the first time he sees Tom Cruise's character kill another human being, living human being, he goes, "Okay, I don't want this. This is not what I want." Which is fine, but he goes, "I don't want this." Which is not fine for a vampire, but it's fine for his character because people said he was boring, a very drolly, droning, why, like a "you suck" character. Except that's the character he played, though. So don't give me the bullshit of, "Well, he's awful. He's so boring." No, but that's his character. Because at one point, Antonio Banderas' character says, "You're a vampire with a human soul. You will never kill another human being as long as you live." So basically, yeah. And so Lewis, well, because his character's name is Lewis, but Brad Pitt's, I don't remember what the other guy's character's name was, but anyway, uh, his character was no Molly. Where's Tom Cruise? The stats. That's right. Tom Cruise's character was stats. So basically, the stats, like Tom Cruise's character is trying to be like, "Look, what's the like?" Because what he does is he tries to kill animals, and then Brad Pitt, and then Tom Cruise's character basically goes, "Look, you can't live on these animals forever. You need real blood. Drink the real blood." And you would watch him kill people and be like, and he would look at him like, "Why do I have to do this? Don't make me do this. We don't need to do this. We can live better lives." And he goes, "No, we can't." Wait, Tom Cruise's character goes, "No, we can't. No, we can't. Shut the fuck frig up. Shut your mouth. No, we can't. Shut your damn mouth. No, we can't." And he goes, "Yeah, we can." He's like, "No." But anyway, so what was I? Yeah, but like the problem there was he's like, "Yeah, no, we can't because we have to live on real blood." He's like, "No, we don't." He's like, "Yes, he does." Anyway, yeah. So then he goes, "God, you got to do this better, right? Just whatever, right?" And then he basically goes, "Fine, if you don't care, I will take it into drastic measures." And what he basically does is he says he finds a kid. Brad Pitt's character kills a kid Kirsten Dunst, who's 12 in this movie. Which brings up a point that I always had when I from this first meme I ever saw. It's the raptor meme of like he's thinking like this, and he's like, "Are the kids who act in R-rated movies allowed to watch those R-rated movies?" And I went because I thought to myself, but if you already acted in that movie, right? If you've already acted in that movie and you've seen the gore and the blood and the inappropriate sexuality, then why would you not be able to watch the movie? Unless you're in like one scene once, maybe, but I don't know. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's like, so anyway, so he goes to Johnson Matters, he finds the kid, and the kid, so he kills the kid, and he goes, "You killed the kid." Basically, good job, right? Then he goes and brings back the kid, Kirsten Dunst, and basically that's the reason he has like they stay together for the longest time. They're like, right? They stay together because they're like, okay, basically like, look, right? There's a reason why we're doing this, and he's like, okay. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so basically he goes, she's the reason that they're the three of them are together. So it's like, okay, sure. They have a kid, like they use him as like a kid, right? They're like, oh, they treat her like a doll for like 40 years or something. She's like literally like a little baby doll, and she's 40 years old. And here's the thing, right? Keep in mind, vampires live forever. They're like werewolves or something. Well, no, they're not like werewolves actually. Werewolves can die, can't they? Because they're not immortal, are they? They're like zombies or skeletons or mummies, right? They're like they kind of live forever, so there's not really a oh you're gonna die eventually. So she's a 40-year-old like 12-year-old, you know, like all the cartoons, right? Anyway, so it's like okay. So basically, what happens is Kirsten Dunst's character basically goes, "Look, Lestat, Tom Cruise's character, you're a piece of absolute garbage because you're treating us all like wackadoodle doos, like we're crazy and like we're the crazy ones and like you hate us, right? Like, oh come on, man, whatever." So basically, she kills him the first time. Because basically, how it works is you drink the blood, but once the heart stops, you're dead. You die. So you got to stop before the heart stops. So basically, he finds two dead twins, sucks the blood of the dead twins, and goes, "Well, figured a way to keep the blood a lot like warm with the heart stopped." So kills him the first time. Then he comes back, and Tom Cruise basically burns his body to a crisp, like to a damn. Because what he does is he chops his freaking head off at one point, like cuts him in the neck, and like does the whole hinge on the like neck thing, like this, and he's bloody everywhere, and then he basically dies. And then they do it again when he burns. He just burns him to a crisp. He's like he burns his basically whole house down. And then okay, then he goes to not Paris. He goes to Europe, right? Looking for all these places, right? He looks for like he's looking for you know the answers that Lestrange never got, Lestat never got. Tom Cruise's character never got these answers because he's like, "What? Who am I? What? Why are we here? Who created us?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know who created me, right? But who created us? Who is the mastermind behind all of these vampires? These blood sucking vampires, right?" And he's basically like, he doesn't find it until he goes meets like Antonio Banderas' character, who basically is like, "Yeah, basically explains to him, well, this, that, and the other thing. And he goes, I'm at peace with myself now. Like I know that, and I'm good, which is fine, right? So he goes, whatever. But then, because he has this guy that they meet, and there's a very, 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 very gruesome scene in. Because basically, what happens is there's a character who's like in the same cult cult with Antonio Banderas, but that guy's evil. That guy's just pure evil. Antonio Banderas is not necessarily evil, but he's pretty bad. But what was I saying? But yeah. So basically, what happens there is he's like, look, So that guy, the other guy, not Tony Medeiros, the other guy is like, look, he basically goes, well, um, he plays a character. So he's in the theater, playing a human, playing a vampire, and he murders this one woman. It gets very gruesome and very like she's made naked and it's like, oh, it's weird. It's just bizarre. When I saw it, the guy said that the 12-year-old kid ran out screaming. So it's like, well, or ran out crying. So it's like, well, okay, fine. Look, I mean, what do you expect? It's a weirdly, bizarrely gruesome movie, but hey. No, 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 no. Okay, right? So it's like not that's the most gruesome thing I've ever seen, but there's probably stuff on the internet that's worse. But I mean, hey. So I'm not saying it's a bad. So I mean, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so I got it. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, so and then that guy, they basically by the end of the movie, near the end of the movie. Okay, spoiler alerts, spoiler alerts, spoiler alerts. I should have said that from the beginning. Spoiler alerts. Stop now if you don't want to know any of this stuff. Stop now if you don't want to know any stuff. Okay, so by the end of the movie, he basically goes through like their cult leadership thing. Well, because basically what the girl does, what Kirsten Dunst's character does, is like, look, look. He goes, look, Louis, I found us a mommy. Basically bites the mom and goes, you better save this woman. Do it for me. You better save this woman, or I will kill myself. Like I will kill myself. He's like, God dang it! Oh, you freaking suck. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you suck, little girl. And he's like, fine. He did it. Got a mom. But then they get captured by that one guy from the theater. They're in their cult headquarters, whatever you want to call it. Cult headquarters. And they're in a room because Brad Pitt's character gets put into a coffin, and then basically they build a wall in front of him, and he's like in like a little like I don't know how you say it, like a crevice, right? And they build a wall in front of him, and he's like done. And then basically what happens is, um, they're in a room with a hole in the ceiling. Sun comes out and kills us all. Kills both of the girl and the woman, right? Kirsten Dunst's character and the woman that they found or they've made, right? And then basically they're dead. They're stone. They're dead. That's it. So then Louis goes and like Brad Pitt's character goes and finds them and is like, no! It's like second wife and child dying or child dying. Like, anyway, then he like is depressed for a while, but then he like, and this is all happening at the beginning of the movie. I didn't even preface this. Okay, he's being interviewed by Christian Slater, right? Brad Pitt's character. 200 years later, I think 200 some odd, 200 some odd years later, and so he's like, I want to know all of this stuff. And basically, what happens is he's like, I want to be a damn vampire. No, you don't. No, and Chris, yeah, the Brad Pitt character is basically like, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. But and then so this is all happening while it's being taped with a tape recorder, right? Anyway, so they're like, yes, he kills him, and then he gets really depressed, and then he basically, I don't remember if he murders um what's his name, Antonio Banderas, but he meets him again before the sun rises, right? He keeps save them, and basically what happens is he's like, yeah, look, you're an evil piece of work. You're not as good as I thought you were. Oh, okay. Anyway, and then he basically, because you can't see sunrises, right? Cause or else you'll die, right? And so basically, what happens is he basically says, Tom Cruise says, "Look, I finally saw the first sunrise in 200 years on the movie screen, on the big screen, on the silver screen, right?" And so basically, what happens is he just starts seeing sunrises from golden or silver sunrises to sepia tone sunrises to color sunrises to beautiful looking sunrises to. So yeah, um, and then he meets the guy and gets interviewed, whatever. But he meets Lestat, Tom Cruise's character, again, and he goes, "You're still alive! This is the second time you come back. What the heck?" And he's like, "I've been living here forever. I've been living here for so long, so long." Like, wow. Okay. Anyway, and then basically he, what's it called? Talk like does it, and he's like, "Oh." and then he basically like run because like I want to be a vampire. Christian Slater's character, and he goes, no, you don't, and he like flees away, right? And then Christian Slater's character gets in his Mustang, 65 to 67, 68, anyway, 68, something like that. Anyway, basically what so and he's like driving really fast. He's because they're in San Francisco, right? And they're on the Golden Gate Bridge, and he's driving on the Golden Gate Bridge. And one day, and then one second, it's like he listening to his own tape, right? And then what's his name's character comes back. Tom Cruise's character comes back, basically murders him, but doesn't kill him because he gives him he just says the same thing. Goes, I will give you the choice I was never given. Again, he says it to him, like that's he says it again to this guy, and basically goes, okay, and then just drives and drives. He goes, oh, we're listening to this guy again. He goes, are you done? Have you had your fill? God. Anyway, so yeah, that's that movie. Really, really good. Bizarre, bizarre movie, but so good. Anyway, so yes, I'm gonna say if you can go see that movie. Like just go see it, go see it, go see it. If you can see it in some capacity, watch it. It's amazing. Whether it's on DVD, or VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray, streaming service, theaters like I did. Oh man, it's great. Cause I saw it on original 35 millimeter. So good. Anyway, which I wonder. I asked my dad. I'm like, because my dad went to see it with me, and I went, how did how did they get 30 like the real like tape, 33 millimeter like film, 35 millimeter film? Because they did the other one on 16 millimeter, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So I'm like, I don't know how they get. Because I know you used to be able to buy directly from like the movie studios. You guys used to be able to buy like the 16 millimeter or the 8 millimeter or the 35 millimeter tapes, or not tapes, cart films. I don't know if you can still do that. I mean, I guess like he said, you probably buy it from the people who bought it from them. So who has the original one? Because he said, didn't some guy buy like all the Beatles and it went like 99% or something? Everything by Apple Records, I know that much. Because there was something, a few little things before that, but everything by Apple Records was um was bought by some one guy. This one guy who had like millions of dollars and bought it. Anyway, so that's that. So yeah, I mean, great movie. If you can go see it, see it. Please see it if you can. Especially on Halloween, around Halloween now. Because it's such a, it breaks all the conventions of all the things you know. It's like he goes garlic. You don't hate them. He goes crucifixes. And then Tom Cruise, and then Brad Pitt's character, because the guy who's interviewing him, Christian Slater, asks him all these questions, like, and then Brad Pitt's character goes, I'm actually quite fond of looking at crucifixes. He goes, stakes to the heart, bunch of BS. Really, because a lot of conventional things are sunlight though. Sunlight's the one thing they kept and went, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So that's the movie. Love it. Was great movie. Bizarre. Also, the showing that I went to was really long because they had a 20-minute intermission and then 20 minutes and then like 20 minutes at the beginning of the movie of the producer of this like cinema Montreal Cinema Club talk for like 20 minutes. Then they had a 20-minute intermission. Then he talked for 20 minutes at the end of the intermission before the movie started again. Because he had an intermission and we watched the last 1/3. Like, uh, I was like, God, it's a whole hour of bull crap. But anyway, because it started at 6:30 and it was supposed to end at 8:30, right? No, it ended at 10 because the stupid or 9:45 because the guy was like, why, why did you have to talk or it have to be an hour of nothing, of uselessness? Like, get on with your life. Anyway, because we wanted to leave, we were like, get on with your life. Like, because there's at least another half hour of the movie too. It's like, ah. Anyway, I don't care. I'm just saying, oh God. Anyway, so that's that. So that's the movie. Great movie. Go see it if you can. See it in theaters if you can. If you can't see it in theaters, watch it somewhere. Don't care what you watch it on. Watch it somewhere. If you have freaking 35 millimeter prints of it, or 35 millimeter tape of film of it, watch it that way. It's fantastic. Anyway, so that's that. Next, so the big thing that happened recently was Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite, but I know people who play Fortnite. And it was literally the biggest phenomenon for 2 years. Like the biggest phenomenon for 2 years. But nobody knew it at the beginning. It was really like late 2017 when people started going, Fortnite? Because PUBG had just come out, and then Fortnite had just come out, right? And PUBG was way more popular at the beginning because everyone was like, well, because Fortnite was like, what is this elusive Fortnite you're talking about? I play PUBG, or I play Call of Duty, or I play Battlefield, or I play Halo, whatever. I don't care. But like, or Gears of War, whatever. I play this, or I play that. And it's like, what is this elusive Fortnite you talk about? I've just gotten into this player unknown battleground. It's like, okay, stop. It's a really bad accent. What is this elusive Fortnite you talk about? It's like, okay, stop. But like, yeah, and then people got into it. And by 2018, everyone was like by I want to say by February of 2018, everyone was like, okay, sure, I'll take it. You know. So what happened with that was Fortnite. This is what happened. You log on to Fortnite 2 weeks ago or something, a week ago, week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, less than a month ago. Basically, what happens is you log on and you're playing the map, and basically this happens. There's a rocket, right? Everything implodes. It all implodes into a black screen. Your player goes imploding with it, and it's just a all it is just a black hole, and that's it. That was it for the longest. And they didn't explain nothing. They didn't explain anything. They just saw rocket, blow everything up, implode. Your character goes with it, and you're sitting in a black hole void of nothingness. That's it. That's it. There's nothing to explain, nothing to talk about. They didn't say anything, but it was the biggest thing on the internet for like a week. It was insane. There were memes of it. There were people posting like R.I.P. Fortnite. Fortnite's finally dead. Everyone was like, yes, finally. And it's like I love how because I watch um IGN. I think it's IGN, is it? Or IGX? Is that what it is? INX, something like that. It's IGN's. I think it's IGN. Um, uh, the Daily Fix. So I think it's that. Let me see. Is that IGN? I'm not 100% sure if that's IGN. IGN. Okay. So it's IGN. Okay. It is IGN. I just saw something that pissed me the. But it's a personal thing. It's not anything here. So it's not whatever. Um. Oh God, what was I talking about? Yeah. So it's a Daily Fix, and I learned and on Snapchat, and that's where I get all my like gaming news. Really, honestly, or from podcasts, which is good. I like the podcast guys too. They're good. But so anyway, yeah. So anyway, anyway, yeah. So it did that. That happened, and then it's the Daily Fix, and they were basically like, Fortnite's dead. Not exactly. I'm like, oh, kind of. No, they said Fortnite's dead. Kind of. I'm like, kind of. What do you mean, kind of? Is it or not? Either is it not dead? Anyway, see, and it wasn't really dead because they brought back Chapter 2, and oh, it's really bizarre, but it brought back Chapter 2, which is basically just the same game with like fishing and boats and certain little things where like, and you can like heal your team and bring your like pick up your actual team. It's really bizarre when you think about like, why did you not just add this at the beginning? But again, it's a lot of things where it's like, why did you just have this from the beginning? But it's a lot of things where you go, yeah, but it gives you a reason to not have this from the beginning. It gives you a reason to keep going, right? Give them the bare minimum and then bleed out these things, and people will stay for literally for the rest of their lives. Like my generation of like, or the next generation, which is the Generation Z, because I'm a millennial, or the Generation X or Z, whatever they call them, or Y, XYZ, whatever they're called, is basically gonna play literally for the rest of their lives. They're like 11, 10, 11, 12, till they're like dead because there'll still be people shooting out. There'll be people, whether that's Epic Games or not, it'll be people shelling out things for Fortnite. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, I'm not saying that I hate it, but like I did not, and I mean I did not like um Fortnite really in that way. But I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying I never liked it. It's not my game. I played it once. I tried to stream it once, and I was like, okay, that's not happening anytime soon. I'm like, no. I was like, that is not happening. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not saying this wasn't the biggest phenomenon ever, but it was definitely the biggest phenomenon ever. It's just I don't know if I actually care, you know. So yeah, I mean that's what happened. It was basically Fortnite. There's a few other things, but basically Fortnite happened for like 2 weeks or whatever. Which I don't really care. I tried playing part chapter 2 on mobile. I played it for like a minute and I lost. I died and I was like, I don't care. Cuz I have um PUBG. I have the Mario Kart app, which is good too. Game 2. Good one. But I have PUBG, I have Call of Duty Mobile, and I have Fortnite. And I'm like, Fortnite's the worst of them all. But anyway, that's about all I'm going to do for today, guys. So, adios, mi amigos.